I want to talk to you today about a concept I call covert burnout, which I believe is the hidden assassin that's constantly killing your dreams, keeping you stuck treading water, and making you frustrated with your progress. So what the heck is this covert burnout? Well, first, everyone knows what regular burnout is, right? It's like when you're tired, overwhelmed, and doing more work feels like a grind. Even if you really like your work, right? It's just this feeling of like, ugh, I'm burnt out, right? Like you can just ask yourself, am I burnt out? If the answer is yes, then you're burnt out. All right. It's pretty straightforward, right? So what is covert burnout? Is this just an excuse to be weaker? No, it's a real thing. Just let me explain it to you. And I think it'll make a lot of sense. Okay. Covert burnout is when you aren't so burnt out that you can't get things done. In fact, you might still get quite a lot done, but you are too burnt out to get the most important things done that would really move the needle. So, for example, say you've got a business and you're relatively comfortable doing your basic operations for delivery, marketing, outreach, that kind of stuff. It's like you've got the stuff that you know how to do. And if you keep doing it, it's just going to keep you maintaining at your current level. All right. And since you're used to these things, all right, they don't put a huge strain on you, but you're doing them. Right? You're doing them day in and day out with dedication and diligence, right? Maybe you're putting in some pretty significant hours doing these things. And maybe you're doing them without feeling too bad, okay? You assume you're good. You assume you're nowhere near burnout. But then when it comes to doing that high leverage stuff, the new stuff, the scary stuff that would seriously contribute to you breaking through to the next level, all right? Well, that's the stuff you just keep putting off. Right? It's like, oh yeah, I do need to, create a new business plan, or oh yeah, I need to completely redesign this product to match like the shift in the market right now, or oh yeah, I need to be doing X, Y, Z, this next thing that'll take you to the next level. It's important, but it's new and it's difficult and it's challenging. Those kinds of things, you're not going to be able to do them if you are dealing with covert burnout. Let me just explain this in a simple way where it doesn't feel like we're being sissies here. Imagine that you want to hit a PR in your deadlift. How are you going to do that PR? How are you going to lead up to that PR that day? Well, typically what you're going to do is you're going to get yourself warmed up. You're going to do a certain number of sets to feel like, hey, I'm really warmed up. And that might be, a moderate amount of weight, a moderate amount of effort to get there. Maybe sometimes even somewhat significant, right? But the key is, you don't want to be blowing your energetic load before you get to the PR attempt, right? If you do too much warm up and actually start to tire yourself out, or maybe you were doing deadlifts the day before and you haven't fully recovered, then you're likely not going to get that PR, right? You might not even be able to get the bar off the ground. And so the same thing happens in real life with our work. Like those big actions that lead to serious breakthroughs, they often require a special level of effort and intensity because they're outside of our comfort zone. There's something that like our limbic system needs to get appropriately aroused and intensified for. And this happens, and this is the way it is until you get used to that new thing. Or maybe it's just something that's particularly uncomfortable for you for whatever reason. Sometimes we just have specific aversions to certain sorts of activities, and we keep putting them off because we just don't have the juice to do it that day. If you want to really make sustainable progress, those high-level things, those harder things, those PR attempts in the life sense, those are the things that have to be done at a scheduled cadence. You need to be able to do them regularly because those are the things that actually will make you move forward and move the needle. So you have to take your conservation and the peaking of your energy seriously with that kind of stuff. Otherwise, what ends up happening is you just keep doing the stuff you're comfortable with. And what's that get you? It just gets you more of the same. It just keeps you treading water. If you feel like, you're doing a lot, but you're still not breaking through, covert burnout might be that hidden force that's holding you back. And so if you want help with this, like figuring out how do I got to solve this situation, then I want you to click the link in the description and book a free discovery call with us. All right. We're going to help you break down your situation, reclaim your energy, clear all the mental clutter, and build systems that free you up to finally make real progress on what actually matters to you. So all you got to do, book a call. We'd be happy to talk to you, and it's totally free. So hope to hear from you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Ooh, yeah.